When we say after work, the mindset of after work is actually a mindset of fun and a mindset of networking and a mindset of learning. So it's important to know that when we come here, it's because you want to have fun, want to learn, and want to network. Remember that thing, follow me, I follow you on the chat. Please go on the chat. And on the chat, make sure that you drop your LinkedIn, whatever your LinkedIn link, if you want, so that somebody can connect with you on LinkedIn, afin que quelqu'un puisse se connecter avec vous sur LinkedIn. Second thing that is very important to note tonight is that interpretation is available. So if you are English speaking, like me, if you speak English and somebody is speaking in French, you can just go to the channel English and you're going to listen in English. Et si vous êtes francophone, c'est simple, vous pouvez simplement cliquer également et vous allez avoir la possibilité d'avoir l'interprétation en français. Alors, l'autre chose qui est très importante de dire également, c'est que c'est un moment de relaxation, c'est un moment de détente. Alors, moi, j'ai déjà, maintenant, je vais dire, c'est un verre normalement. Alors, normalement, on est censé, tout à l'heure, on va avoir un toast. Nous sommes des Toastmasters. So very soon, we're going to have a toast. So please, relax. Okay, relax. Grab a glass of wine, grab a glass of juice, water. I have water here. And then we're going to have a toast not long from now. And then also what is very good, the more, what do they say? Plus on est nombreux, plus on s'amuse. The more the merrier, is it what they say in English? The more the merrier, something like that. So please invite other Toastmasters, invite people in your club. Please share the link with people. Let people connect here because we're having fun, that's true. But another thing is that we are learning something as Toastmasters. You know the importance of continuous learning. And so also another thing that is important, please interact in the chat. We want to have your questions. If you have something that you want to say, si vous avez quelque chose à dire, n'hésitez pas à aller dans le chat et interagissez avec les uns et les autres. And tonight we have a moderator. You're gonna like her. You're gonna really like the moderator that we have tonight. You're gonna really like her. Let me just tell a little bit about her. I asked her about, if she was a virtue, what virtue she would be. She said that she would be courage, because it's important to be courageous in life. It's important because sometimes life will hit you again, and then you have to get back on the ring and you have to knock back, and you need to have that courage. And also, we were talking at I asked her, but what is the best quotation for you? And she quoted a beautiful quote of Maya Angelou, who says that people will, people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget the way you made them feel. This is Maya Angelou. And ladies and gentlemen, now Daniel Adetunji. Daniel, welcome. And I share with you and I give you right now the lecture. Daniel, c'est à toi.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Cherry. Good evening, dear distinguished Toastmasters. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. It's a real honor for me to serve as your moderator tonight. The theme for our session is a guided tour of pathways. Our session will be split in 3 parts: the education part, the toast, and the networking toward the end. So without further ado, let me go to our trainer tonight. Our trainer tonight is DTM Damilare Olaniam. I had the pleasure of interacting with DTM Damilare. He's been a Toastmaster for 5 years. But what is very interesting is that the year he decided to become a Toastmaster, that was the first goal on his New Year resolution list. Can you imagine? And since then, he says it has been really great. What he loves the most about Toastmasters is interacting and working with great minds across different countries and different projects. But I also asked him, in his opinion, which book should everybody read? And without a blink, his response was Essentialism by Greg McKeown. And Essentialism is a book about constantly pausing to ask, am I investing my time and resources in the right activities? DTM's fellow Toastmasters, please open your microphones, clap for our trainer tonight, DTM Damilare Olanian. DTM Damilare, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, the excellent moderator. Thank you very much for capping our conversation and sharing my favorite book. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Good evening. If you are here and active, I'd love to see activities going on in the chat box. This class is going to be interactive. It's a class, it's a trainer, a training. It's a class. So I love the activities to be ongoing on the chat box. So it's going to be a practical session. I'm going to be walking through the base camp that houses the Pathways program. And who's going to tell me what the Pathways program is all about before we dive deep into the educational program? You don't have to unmute your mic, just use the chat box here. Just tell me what the Pathways program is all about. Okay, so I'm going to be looking at the chat box to say that. So how we do that, I'm going to launch my browser. Right. So the training has started. Now this browser is a Brave browser. So when you want to access the Toastmasters website, you can use any of the latest browsers. We call them Chromium browsers. You can use the Chrome browser, the Google Chrome browser. You can use the Apple Safari, that's the App Safari. You can use the Brave browser like I'm using. You can use any browser that's at least that's recent. So you're going to use
removing the main elements that is in the middle.
All right, please kindly mute your mic. Now, there are a lot of websites when it comes to Toastmasters International. Even our district has a website, Division South website, the clubs have websites. But there's only one website for the Toastmasters International, one official website, and that's www.toastmasters.org. Okay. All right, so this is the first thing you do if you're going to access the base camp. Now you click on login. For new members, we're trying to log in as a new member. Go to this option that says first time logging in, create a password. They click on this to create a password.
S'inscrire pour la première fois, vous mettez votre adresse email. OK, aujourd'hui, je vais utiliser un ancien compte. Vous écrivez votre adresse, votre mot de passe.
All right. So we're using Oluwatosin's account. Oluwatosin is a member of Phoenix Toastmasters Club in Abuja. Now, so the first thing we're going to look at is the base camp. Now, the base camp is a platform that houses the Toastmasters Pathways program. I click on the go to Basecamp. But before we do that, now let's look at modifying the biodata of your biodata, right? So you click on this, go to my profile. So here you have access to your information on the Toastmasters international website. Now you can change the picture by just clicking on this icon. You can delete the profile picture and change it. Let's say the picture that was the picture you had 5 years ago and you want to update the picture. You can do that. You can change your phone number. It has changed. Let's say you're relocated. You can change your address. You can also access the privacy and consents that you have. You've shared the Toastmasters International, how you want your information to be shared by Toastmasters International. You can change that. You can download your data. And if at some point you want to delete your account, you can definitely do that. Now let's go back to the educational program. So you click on this, where your name is, and click on My Home. Now I click on Go to Basecamp. Now the first thing we're going to be doing is picking a part. Now, Loatosin belongs to one club, and that's Phoenix Toastmasters Club. And that's why you have the name of the club appearing here. So if it belongs to 2 clubs, you're going to see 2 clubs there. If it belongs to 3 clubs, you're going to see the names of 3 clubs there. Now you click on the club that you belong to, or the club where you want your educational progression to be imputed, right? So click on that. Now, before I do that, Loatosin is a Basecamp manager. Something I'm going to address at some point later on in the training. Now, who is a Basecamp manager? Ideally, the Basecamp manager is the vice president education of the club. Now, in case the vice president education is not available, the president or the secretary can step in. So you have access to the management of the Basecamp. That's for the club members. And what does the Basecamp manager do? The Basecamp manager is responsible for submitting the projects, marking the level completion for club members, as we've seen the members' progress on the parties program. So it's a very important role in the club. Now, first, we're going to be accessing Loatosin's account as a Basecamp member, as a Toastmaster. So we're going to click on this first. That is the club name. Then you click on Parts and Learning. Now, Oluwatosin is on the presentation mastery path. Right now, we have about 11 parts, and with the new updates, it's going to be reduced to about 6 parts. Now, this is part presentation mastery. So all you have to do is open curriculum. Now, because he's an experienced Toastmaster, so he's already on the level 3 part. Now, for new members, it's going to be on level 1 parts. So first thing you're going to see is going to be level 1. And of course, you can see the check marks. It shows that he has delivered this project. But for new members, you're not going to see all these check marks. You're going to see just icebreaker there. Then writing speech with purpose, introduction to vocal variety and body language, evaluation and feedback. But there won't be the check marks. So what you're going to do as a new member, when it comes to launching your projects, is to click on launch. So while it loads, let's go to one of the courses, or let me call this one of the projects that he hasn't done, so that we can look at how to launch a fresh project. Now, he's on level 3. He has to complete 3 projects on level 3. And so the project has to be elective projects. So let's look at the elective projects he has on level 3. So let's say his next project is to deliver social species. So he clicks on what launcher. Okay. All right. So let's look at this. So this is for the icebreaker speech. Now, this is the first thing you're going to say when you launch the icebreaker speech. You're going to say this. And the beauty of the Basecamp, or let me say the parties experience, is that the resources, the information about each project is about to deliver. And when we speak in Toastmasters, it's not just a speech, it's a project. Now, every project has enough resources for you to deliver that project in terms of the written content, in terms of the visual elements. And it's actually an interactive multimedia platform that allows you to get everything you need before you deliver that project.
A screen within each project. You will notice that each screen has 2 arrows.
As a new member, right, you want to play the video, you want to listen, you want to understand everything about the project before you proceed. So when you click on this, you're able to listen and watch.
One on the left and bottom.
Right, so every information here, right, is all about the project you're about to deliver. And this is about icebreaker speech, the first project in your Toastmasters journey. So you keep following the prompt to address everything you need to know about the project. And most important thing you want to look at is this. Your evaluation resources, right? A bit of Toastmasters is the evaluation, the feedback. Without evaluation, or without your evaluator having access to your evaluation resource, they won't know what to evaluate you on. And because of that, your journey in Toastmasters cannot really be progressive because there's no way for you to quantify how much you're progressing, especially on a partners program. So you can download the evaluation resource there and share with the evaluator. So once you're done, you just keep following the prompts. Yeah. Now, because he has completed this project, so I was able to assess his skills after the completion of the project. And immediately he does that, a notification is going to be sent to the Vice President Education or whoever is the Basecamp manager that Oluwatosin has completed his icebreaker speech. And that's how you submit the project. You assess, you launch a project and submit a project on the Basecamp, right? And Basecamp is a platform that houses the Pathways program. So that's that. Now, the most important thing again is to go back to, now you've seen it, now I've just showed you how to launch the project and how to submit the project. Now let's go to how to even pick a part. It's very important. And let's go back to the Toastmasters website. Now for new members, the option to pick a part is going to show first thing when you launch the website and first time visit of the website. Now for old members, or let me say experienced members, you're going to see that first. So you're picking your second part. So you're going to click on this, click on my own. Click on Learning Hub. Choose the part. Now, for new members, choosing your first part is free. It comes with your subscription fee. But for old members or experienced members, you have to pay $20 to pick a new part or an additional part. So you click on this. Now, the process for choosing the part is the same for whether you're an experienced Toastmaster or a new Toastmaster. Then you pick, now, the part is offered in several languages. You have English, you have Dutch, you have Espanol, you have French, you have Portuguese, all kinds of languages. But a lot of this is English speaker, so I'm going to pick English here. And the part is delivered at a digital resource. So you have only one option here. You click on digital resources. Now, there are two ways for you to go about selecting a path. You can actually view all options or take an assessment. Last week, we did a training on how to take an assessment. Let me just show you what it looks like. I'm not going to complete the assessment. So continue with English, start. So just select 3 topics that you're interested in learning about from the list below. So pick any 3 options. Let's say using email and speech, time management, interpersonal communication. Click on next. So using email and speech, just keep answering the questions as honest as possible. The results, whatever it is only accessible to you. So be honest with it. So that way you're able to get the ideal path for you and for your personal and professional development. But we're not going to use that option today. We're going to view all path options. I'm going to do that and continue. So here are all the parts on the pathways. So you have dynamic leadership, you have innovative planning, you have persuasive influence, you have visionary communication, effective coaching, leadership development, strategic relationships, engaging email, motivational strategies, and team collaboration. So let's say Roberto wants to pick engaging email. So you're going to pick this. Another thing, again, if you don't know much about each of these parts, individual parts, what you can do is click on learn more about this. Click on learn more this. So you can see learn more. So what you're going to click on is learn more. That's to be able to learn what engaging email is all about. So engaging email is designed to help you build your skills as emailers and engaging public speaker. So read more about this. And let's say he's satisfied with what he has learned about the part. So click OK. He has chosen that part and continue. Continue. So like I said, because he's an experienced Toastmaster, so he has to pay $20 to access the new path. But for new members, you don't have to pay. It comes with the package. So if he enters his card number and details there, he's able to submit and access and purchase the new path. All right. Now, the next thing you're going to look at is the Basecamp itself. Apart from launching and completing the projects, what other things can you do on the Basecamp? So to do that, let's access Basecamp again. So go back to my home. Go to Basecamp. Phoenix. That's online. Now, so let's access ePortfolio first. Now, do you know that all the resources, the feedback you get when you deliver your speech in a club, you can actually take screenshots of them, document them and put them on your Basecamp. That way, at some point later in your Toastmasters journey, 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, 20 years down the line, you want to see the kind of feedback you're getting when you deliver your first speech or your second speech or your third speech. Then you can access the information on your Basecamp. And I would like to let you know that this information, every resource you upload on the Basecamp is only accessible to you. Nobody else can see that, except you give it out the permission. So please try and make use of this feature of the Basecamp. Take pictures, document the feedback you get during your club meetings. So let's say you deliver a level 1 speech. You click on level 1. So you can add file. You just click on add file. You click on the file, you open, do that, then you add it. So you do that for level 1. So you want to do that, let's say you delivered a level 2 project. Let's say you delivered a level 2 project, do that same process, level 3 projects, level 4 projects, or level 5 projects. Or let's say it's not a part online class, or any other information you want to upload on your Basecamp for reference sake, you can put them on my documents. So that's the use of the ePortfolio. It's something I know that many Toastmasters don't use. So try and make use of this feature. Now let's look at feedback. Now, the beauty of it is that, let's say a member of your club evaluated your speech. You can request for feedback. And this is how you do it. So you click on feedback here. That's what I did. Click on feedback, and this came out. So you can click here. You can request feedback. Yeah. So what you can do is you can click, search for a club member's name. Let's search for Amina. You see, Amina Abdullah is a member of the club of Phoenix Toastmasters Club. So you can click on that. Amina, right? Let's see. So who would you like to see request responses? So anyone, maybe managers, you can see everyone, or you can even remove it and say only me want to see the request response. And that's fine. So once you click on that, so you can add information here. I would like to get feedback on my icebreaker speech. Something like that. Then you click on post. Amina Abdullah would get the notification, and she'll be able to provide the feedback to Olatosin on his icebreaker speech. That's another feature you need to use when it comes to the Basecamp. If you're already using this feature, I'd like to see the response on the chat box. Do you already use feedback on the Basecamp platform? Do you access your evaluation reports to using the e-portfolio? Are you already using these features? If not, you can start using that. Okay. Then final thing you can also do on the Basecamp is to access the profile on the Basecamp. You click on About Me. You can see his name, his club name, his office. Now you can click on this, My Account. Can you see this? My Account. Now here you can edit a lot of things. And the most important thing I would like to mention is that now most of us have done these roles. We call them club roles: Cancer, General Evaluator, Grammarian, Speech Evaluator, Timer, Toastmaster of the Day, the Topics Master. But we don't record these things because they are not please meet the speaker. So because they're not actually on each of the parts. So what you can do is you can come here and select the day. Let's say yesterday, Olatosin played the role of the Cancer at Phoenix Toastmasters Club. So he has to click on that and submit. Say Cancer. And we did General Evaluator 2 days ago. Say 2 days ago. So that way, you cannot save that. So that's that. And you can also change his time zone. Let's say it's no longer in Nigeria, as it's moved to Moravia. You can change that. You can also upload. There's no picture here because this Basecamp, not the Toastmasters website. So you can update his profile picture on the Basecamp. Right. Okay. So that's that. Now let's go to the Basecamp management, because Olatosin is actually Vice President of Education. So that means he has okay, it's time is up. So we're gonna do that. And that'll be the final aspect of this training. So he's able to manage the Basecamp. Now, the beauty of managing Basecamp, like I said, is that he's able to accept level completion based on the member submission. And it's a very important role in achieving the DCP goals for the club. So you go back to the Toastmasters website again. Comes to my own. So it goes to Basecamp. So yeah, you see, he has 2 options there. But for club members, you need to have 2 options. You need to have only 1 option. So you're going to click on Basecamp Manager. So approve member request. So you're going to click on this. Now, because there are no requests already, no one has spoken and has not delivered the project. So there's nothing, it's empty. But I mean there's a pending request. There's going to be a name here. So all you have to do is click on submit, because there's no pending request. So this place is empty. And when you do that, next thing you have to do, you have to go to the Club Central to also submit the same project. Okay, and final thing, again, like I mentioned earlier, is that the Basecamp manager can monitor the progress of the members. So you can click on member progress there. So you can see how many people are on level 1 and how many people have actually completed level 1. So all the information is there. So you can also click on this and see view details. So you can see all the people have completed level 1 and even a texture format completed, those are in progress. That way is able to develop a chart. It's called the member progress chart and share with club members. So there's a lot to do on the Pathways program, and that's what the Pathways committee is all about. And just to round up, I'd like to share that we want all clubs and all divisions to attain what we call 100% Pathways adoption by the end of the year. And how do you do that? It's all about ensuring that you are up to date about what is happening on the Basecamp. And you have any issues concerning the Toastmasters Pathways program, maybe you're not getting emails, you're unable to access the Basecamp, please, we have a dedicated WhatsApp line. Use this dedicated WhatsApp line to reach out to us. We'll be there to support you and address all your challenges. And finally, we have what we call the Pathways Lab, which is going to be communicated very soon, district-wide. And basically, it's all about troubleshooting, all about you coming into the WhatsApp room, into the Zoom room, asking all questions, and we're going to answer these questions. Thank you very much. And about to the moderator.
Thank you, DTM Damilare, for the great insight you share about navigating pathways. Something critical you said tonight is when you speak, it's not just a speech, it is a project. I can assure you that we were all taking notes. And now let's move to the question and answer session. So they say charity starts at home. So I'll be the first to ask you one or two questions. The first question I have, when you presented, you showed us how to delete an account. In which circumstances a member will need to delete an account?
So we all hope it doesn't get to that point, but maybe at some point you feel like you're tired of, you've attained everything and you don't end up Toastmasters National anymore. Then the option is there.
And if members have questions, you can raise your hands or we can put the question on the chat. So I'll be looking at that. Is there any question, Mr. Cherry? Is there any question out there? Do we have questions?
Yeah, we have some questions in the chat. We can look at the chat. We have some questions. There's a question, there's somebody asking, can you come back on the progression of members? The process to get there is not quite clear. That's one of the questions. I think that you probably talked about the progression of members. Can you please shed more light on that?
Okay, if I heard correctly, can I share more light on the members' progression? Okay.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind, can I share my screen again? So the only the Basecamp managers can access the members' progression. And basically it's all about where the members are on their educational journey. And of course, this is like a subset of the educational goals for the club. You know, for all clubs, as part of your discipline goals, you have to have level 1 completion, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. And how many level 1s you have to have completed level, I think 4 level 1s, then level 2, 2 level 2s, then 2 level 2s. These are all parts of the educational goals. So for a vice president education, right, or like I said, a Basecamp manager, you want to ensure that you are monitoring your members' growth. And how do you monitor your members' growth? Is by coming to these aspects of the base camp. So that way you're able to see where all your members are. How many, so for instance, you see some people have 6 points. It means that this person, so it in Tokyo, who's actually a member of my committee, good to see you here, has completed level 1 twice. And that means they're on the second part. They completed 2 level 1s. This is what you're going to say it. If you look on more details, so you can see, I'll be showing it in top where, so you can say 1 to 3, then 1 to 3. So you can see that it has completed 2 level 1s. So that's basically the goal of the progress. So then it's not just about individual progress. We have the level completions. So in the past 90 days, only one member of the club has completed the level. That's Sani Safia. So you can look at this if you want to see much more about that. It's a level 1 completion, innovative planning. So you can access all this information. And the beauty of this is that now, because we get to have our clubs that are mostly physical meetings, so you get to see our members, get to ask them, have you completed level 1? What project are you delivering? So it's easier for us. But let's say you're managing a fully hybrid club or a fully online club where you don't get to have that interaction. So this gives you the overall view of the educational health of your club. So I hope it's clear. Then you also have access to parts progress, parts type. It's only selected parts. So you want to see the parts that's most common in your club. You can click on that. Get to see what parts all your club members are. So that way you get to see, okay, what parts is the preference for your club members. So there's a lot of information. And you notice all this is data, right? So it's up to you to how you want to interpret data. There's a lot of information you can use that can enrich your club meetings and your club outlook. Thank you very much. I hope I answered the question.
Thank you very much, DTM Damilare. There are 2 more questions. I hope we still have time. The first one is, how do I archive my projects?
Okay, so I shared that earlier. Okay, how do you archive your projects? Okay, yeah, you can do that. So this is what you do. Right, so you go to now these are, so you can click on this to become basic management overview. You can this. So move to archive as so you just look at this drop down arrow. Can you see it? When you click on it, you can see move to archived transcripts. When you click on that, it takes to you archive it. And for you to access all your archived resources, you click on this and see when you click on archived, you see what's showing here are the active projects, active parts, as well as online classes. So I want to access the archive, I just click on this. So how do I archive it? I click on this arrow, this drop down button, then I click on move to archived transcripts. Thank you.
Thank you very much, DTM Damilare. We have another question which is quite similar, is how to archive the minutes of our club meetings, for example, just to ensure that the next team that comes, everything is in one place.
Okay, so there are many ways to do that, but since we're on the base camp, I'm just going to show you what I shared earlier. Just click on e-portfolio. Okay, so this is going to be on your own. So only you can access this for now because we're on the base camp that I'm showing this. But there's another way you can do that on the TI website, the Smart International website. Just click on documents. Click on the club documents. Right, it's a club documents. Then you can add file. You can select the file. So let's assume this is the meeting, the club meeting, then open, then you have it there. So that's it.
Thank you, DTM Damilare. I think that's all the question we have for tonight. Thank you for a great presentation. I think all of us are gonna go tonight, start to work on our part. We're ensuring that we can complete and advance our work. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. You're an excellent moderator, and it's been a huge delight sharing the features of the Basecamp. Thank you very much.
Let's clap for our DTM tonight. Notre prochaine intervenante est la porteuse de toast. Ce rôle sera assuré par la Toastmasters Fatimata Lee. Toastmaster Fatimata est Toastmaster depuis 5 ans. Elle a décidé de joindre Toastmaster pour vaincre sa peur et sa phobie de parler en public. Une activité que la majorité des gens qui la connaissent ne savent pas, c'est que Toastmasters Fatimata adore se réveiller tôt le matin et grimper les collines pour pouvoir apercevoir le lever du soleil. C'est vraiment une activité qu'elle aime beaucoup et qu'elle pratique beaucoup dès qu'elle a du temps pendant les week-ends. Chers Toastmasters, sous une pluie d'émoticônes, accueillons au lutrin virtuel Toastmaster Fatimata pour le toast du jour. Toastmaster Fatimata, the floor is yours.
L'aigle, majestueux roi des cieux, incarne des qualités que nous pouvons tous admirer et aspirer à posséder. Sa vision perçante qui permet de voir loin, de repérer les opportunités avec une clarté inégalée. Il est symbole de courage, de détermination, affrontant les tempêtes et utilisant les courants ascendants pour s'élever plus haut encore. Sa patience et sa précision en font un maître de la chasse, tandis que son indépendance et sa noblesse nous rappellent l'importance de la liberté et de l'intégrité. Tout comme l'aigle, une personne me charme par son dévouement à l'art de la communication et au leadership à Toastmasters. Il transforme tous ceux qui ont eu la chance de l'écouter et de le suivre. En adoptant la philosophie de Vinci Lombardi qui dit, je cite, « Souvenons-nous que la détermination est ce qui nous pousse à avancer et la constance est ce qui nous permet de continuer. » Aujourd'hui, je lève mon verre et vous avec moi pour saluer cet aigle. Oui, modèle de force, de sagesse, de leadership inspirant. Oui, je porte ce toast à ce leader, à son engagement, à son esprit indomptable. Je porte ce toast à Stéphane Zesseux. Madame,
à Stéphane Zesseux.
À Stéphane Zesseux.
Merci beaucoup, Toastmasters Fatimata, pour ce toast. Et je retiens que la détermination est ce qui nous pousse à avancer et la constance est ce qui nous permet d'avancer. Merci, Toastmaster Fatimata. Chers DTMs, chers Toastmasters, pour clôturer notre session, j'aimerais inviter au lutrin virtuel Toastmaster Thierry Lobé. Thierry est aussi Toastmaster depuis 5 ans et c'est une accolade qu'il porte avec fierté. S'il pouvait passer une journée avec une figure historique, je lui ai demandé laquelle serait-elle. Et sa réponse était claire, nette et précise. Il la passerait avec Mahatma Gandhi. Thierry me dit que dans ce monde empreint de violence, violence verbale, violence physique, violence financière, la non-violence changerait le monde. La non-violence changerait le monde en améliorant la tolérance et l'acceptation de nos différences. Et c'est de ça que nous avons besoin. Alors Thierry, je te remets le lutrin virtuel pour continuer avec la dernière partie de notre session.
Merci beaucoup Daniel, merci infiniment pour cette modération qui a été menée de main de maître par une Toastmaster, je l'ai dit tout à l'heure, qui est Toastmaster depuis moins d'un an, mais qui, en ce peu de temps, a réussi déjà à être VPE de son club. En ce moment, elle est présidente et je l'ai dit également tout à l'heure, elle a participé à la conférence d'Abuja. Et comme vous le savez, la prochaine conférence sera à Niamey au Niger. Et cette conférence a totalement changé la vision qu'elle a de Toastmasters. Donc, merci infiniment, Daniel, pour cette modération exceptionnelle. Je pense qu'on peut applaudir pour elle, s'il vous plaît. On peut applaudir pour Daniel. Merci, c'était juste magnifique. Et comme vous le savez, à la fin de nos afterwork, nous avons ces discussions que, on l'a dit, c'est un moment de networking. On va également avoir un moment de réseautage les uns avec les autres. On a des thèmes que nous vous proposons et on aura donc des salles dans lesquelles vous pouvez vous rendre. Il y a des thèmes différents. Et dans quelques instants, vous aurez affiché sur l'écran et j'inviterai le Zoom Master qui nous donnera la possibilité d'aller dans les salles. Mais avant qu'on aille dans les salles, nous voulons vous annoncer, il y a des annonces qui sont très importantes que nous voulons simplement partager avec vous. Alors, la première annonce, c'est simplement les 100 premiers jours. Vous savez certainement que lorsqu'on commence un mandat, on a des objectifs qui sont fixés. C'est ce qui est merveilleux avec Toastmasters, c'est que généralement, on a des objectifs qu'on se fixe au niveau du club, au niveau du district, au niveau du secteur, au niveau du district. Donc, commençons par les clubs. Vous savez que entre le 1er juillet et le 8 octobre, ce sera 100 jours. Alors, pour les clubs, vous savez que vous avez des choses à faire. Je ne vais pas entrer dans tous les détails, mais je vais vous dire certaines choses simplement, c'est que vous avez le plan de réussite du club qui doit être élaboré et transmis, le renouvellement minimum de 20 membres, le recrutement de 5 nouveaux membres, on en parle tout à l'heure, la tenue des concours du premier semestre, le gain de 4 points sur le DCP, 100% d'officiers formés et 100% de membres enrôlés dans Pathway. DTM Damilare just talked about pathways. I think it's very important for us to enroll 100% of our members on pathways. And now at the level of areas, we also have objective at the level of area. Et donc, dans les secteurs, c'est justement le plan de réussite du secteur qui est élaboré. Il faut créer un club, le premier conseil de secteur réalisé, visite des clubs effectués à 100%, participation des directeurs de secteur au DADT, la participation des directeurs de secteur au conseil de district. Finissons maintenant avec la division. Dans la division, effectivement, il y a le plan de réussite de la division élaboré et transmis, un club créé, formation des COT achevés et tous les autres objectifs qui doivent être atteints. Vous le savez, chers directeurs de division, ce sont les objectifs que vous avez dans les 100 premiers jours. Il est important de pouvoir les atteindre. Et on parlait tout à l'heure d'une chose également, le Smedley Award, on en parlait tout à l'heure pour les clubs, qui est très important. Entre le 1er août, c'est dans 2 jours, entre le 1er août et le 30 septembre 2024, vous pouvez remporter votre ruban Smedley. Comment faire? Simplement en ajoutant 5 nouveaux membres. Nouveaux membres, des membres duals ou alors des membres réintégrés à votre club. Alors en ce moment, c'est la course. Il faut courir pour avoir des membres. Mais évidemment, pas que des membres. Il faut courir pour avoir des membres de qualité. Alors, Avromark, prêt, sans les starting blocks à partir du 1er août, entre le 1er août et le 30 septembre, nous sommes ensemble pour aller chercher le ruban Smedley. Et nous sommes pratiquement arrivés à la fin de notre afterwork et je pense qu'on va tenir dans le temps. On va justement tenir dans le temps. Et à présent, nous allons passer à nos breakout rooms, comme on les appelle, les breakout rooms. Et je vais inviter notre Zoom Master qui va nous expliquer comment ça va se passer. Comment est-ce qu'on va aller dans ces breakout rooms et qu'est-ce qu'on va faire dans ces breakout rooms. On l'a dit tout à l'heure, et je reviens là-dessus. Vous connaissez le principe de follow me, I follow you. Suis-moi, je te suis. C'est très important. Valérie, je te laisse le lutrin pour nous expliquer comment on va faire pour aller dans les breakout rooms. C'est à toi, Valérie.
OK, merci, cher Thierry. Donc, actuellement, nous allons passer aux sessions, accéder au stade d'Afterwork. Donc, pour l'accéder, nous allons lancer tout à l'heure les différentes salles. Et quand nous allons lancer les salles, donc pour ceux qui sont connectés sur les téléphones, bien sur l'ordinateur, ils pourront voir au coin supérieur gauche de l'écran les différentes salles et cliquer là-dessus. OK. Donc, après avoir cliqué là-dessus, vous allez voir les différentes salles qui vont apparaître.
Voilà, alors peut-être simplement rappeler les salles que nous avons. Nous avons donc cinéma, affaires et investissements, lecture, sport et fitness, voyage, jeux vidéo, peinture et photographie, cuisine et pâtisserie, musique, chant. Alors nous avons toutes ces salles. Vous pouvez donc choisir une de ces salles pour participer aux discussions, au networking dans ces salles. Valérie?
OK. D'accord, donc je vais lancer tout de suite les différentes salles et vous pouvez suivre ces deux méthodes pour accéder aux différentes salles.
Alors, en espérant que vous avez compris le principe, à présent, notre Zoom Master va donc ouvrir les différentes salles et en utilisant la méthode qui vient de partager avec nous, vous avez la possibilité de choisir. Nous avons notre chère Grace, who was just shared in the chat box. She has just shared the names of the rooms.
Les salles sont ouvertes, donc en suivant la méthode présentée, vous pouvez y accéder.
All right, so the rooms are open now. You can have access to the rooms. Which room are you choosing? Where are you going to? I hope that everybody can see and can access to the rooms. If you cannot, please let us know. Valérie, les gens sont en train d'entrer dans des salles. Tu les vois?
Il y a déjà une personne dans la salle de cinéma, 3 personnes dans la salle des affaires, une personne dans la salle de lecture, 2 personnes dans la salle des sports, 2 personnes dans la salle de cuisine, 7 personnes dans la salle des affaires et des investissements.
Très bien, super. Donc, les gens sont en train d'entrer dans les salles. Nous voudrons
3 personnes
simplement
dans la salle des sports et fitness.
D'accord. D'accord, excellent, excellent. Permets-moi, Valérie, de clôturer cette session.
Donc, je
en
peux ajouter
remerciant...
ici, sur la demande, je peux ajouter une personne dans une salle précise. Donc, vous pouvez écrire dans le chat si vous souhaitez rejoindre une salle précise. Je vous attribue au niveau de cette salle.
Excellent, excellent. Alors, si vous m'entendez, chers amis Toastmasters, nous sommes arrivés pratiquement au terme de notre session. Vous avez la possibilité à présent d'entrer dans les différentes salles. Et je voudrais simplement dire merci, remercier toute l'équipe qui a travaillé déjà, remercier les Toastmasters qui se sont connectés ce soir à cette session. Nous étions plus de 100 à nous connecter à cette session. On espère être encore plus nombreux la prochaine fois. Je voudrais remercier également toute l'équipe qui a travaillé pour la réussite de cet Afterwork, notamment Daniel, notre modérateur de ce soir, qui a fait un travail extraordinaire grâce à Valérie, toutes les personnes, Narcisse, toutes les personnes, je ne voudrais pas citer les noms, il y a des noms que je ne citerai peut-être pas, je suis désolé, mais en fait, c'est pour dire merci à toutes les personnes qui travaillent en arrière-plan pour se rassurer que ça fonctionne, pour se rassurer que ça marche bien. Merci également à tous les VPE qui sont connectés, qui ont partagé avec leur club l'information sur cet Afterwork. Et nous vous donnons rendez-vous lundi prochain pour un autre Afterwork avec un autre thème. Oh, merci à DTM Damilare pour cette présentation extraordinaire sur le pathway. Évidemment, je suis persuadé qu'il n'a pas pu toucher tous les aspects du pathway parce qu'il y a encore beaucoup de choses à toucher, mais nous avons la possibilité pour les autres sessions d'aller encore en profondeur sur d'autres aspects de notre apprentissage Toastmaster. Voilà.